Hello, this is a short review on the book The Ghost of Chopin. It is a book that talks about a mysterious woman who seems to be posthumously composing pieces from Chopin by Chopin himself as a ghost. Now, that sounds very interesting, and it is very interesting. However, in my opinion, and it feels really bad to say this because I am a huge fan of Chopin as a pianist, as just a lover of classical music and the Romance era of music in general, it is slightly annoying that Chopin I felt was underutilized. So the history of his life was underutilized, and he just it wasn't mentioned as much as I'd like. There wasn't a lot of meat to it. It didn't feel like there was enough research into Chopin himself. Um, the book is a work of fiction, but it is based on a real person. Whether or not that person feels like they contacted Chopin beyond the grave, I do not know. But I know this book is a fiction. It has an interesting dynamic in the authenticity of the compositions that they seem to be investigating. Now, one of the other gripes I had with this book, and I don't mean to make it all gripes, but I do feel this book could have been 100 pages shorter because the last 50 pages of this book was literally just the main character recounting the entire story of the book, which it did feel unnecessary a little bit. And that was slightly annoying, and I might have given it a higher score if that hadn't happened right at the end. Um, there is a very good mystery and suspense. There are some scenes in it that are really good. There's also some really good quotes in this book. The writer himself, his prose is very good. Like you can see how it got published. You can see how it is a good book. It is well written. It is interesting. It's intriguing. It does have its faults, which I know I'm kind of laboring on slightly here, but I just thought I needed to tell them. Um, Last fault, it has a very cheesy ending, and I'm not a huge fan of cheesy endings, but the ending was quite cheesy. But other than that, it is a good book, but I am going to give it a 2.5 out of 5.